Hello my dear students. Today we are going to study the poem Song of the Hindustani Minstrel by Henry Louis Vivian D'Arezzo. It was published in the year 1827 as a part of his first book of poetry. Okay, the original spelling of Hindustani was Hindostani. When the poem was published, the first version, the spelling was DOO, and afterwards it became DUSTANI, Hindustani Minstrel. Okay, there are three main themes in this poem. First of all, he is expressing his love for his beloved, who is a Kashmiri girl. Next, he is talking about the poverty, and in the last section of the poem, he is assuring his beloved that they will overcome this situation and they will live a happy life in the city. So, let us read the poem. With surma tinge the black eyes fringe. It will sparkle like a star with roses dress each raven trees. My only loved Dildar. So here he is calling his beloved as Dildar, who is near to heart, who is very much near and dear to his heart, and he loves her a lot. He is describing her eyes. How are her eyes? She has decorated her eyes with surma. So her eyes are black and they are sparkling like the stars. In the second line of this poem, you can see there is a simile. He is comparing the sparkle of his eyes, the shine of her eyes, with the twinkling stars like the sparkling stars. With roses dress each raven trees. Okay, maybe her dress, okay, she is wearing the dress, he is saying, of the roses, means she is very beautiful, she is very pretty, or there are roses blooming on her cheeks. As she is a Kashmiri girl, he is describing her beauty. There are roses blooming on her cheeks. Okay, her eyes are very much black, they are shining like the stars. Dildar, there is many a valued pearl in richest Oman seas, but none, my fair Kashmirian girl, oh none can rival thee. So again he is repeating the word Dildar in the second stanza, and he is saying, there may be many valuable pearls in the Sea of Oman. Okay, but you are more valuable to me than all the pearls compared in that sea. You are my Kashmirian girl and I love you a lot. None can rival thee. Means nobody can have a rivalry with your beauty, with your value. Nothing can be compared with you. You are more valuable to me than all the wealth compared. In Busra, there is many a rose, which many a maid may seek. But who shall find a flower which blows like that upon thy cheek? Okay, so here also he is saying that Busra is a place in Iran, I think, which is very much famous for the roses. And he is saying, the roses in Busra, they are nothing in front of the roses which are blooming on the cheeks of my beloved. So the roses which are there blooming, pink roses or the blush on the cheeks of my beloved, it is more attractive, it is more charming than all the roses compared in that area. In veranda remains beneath sunny skies, with witching minstrelsy, we will favor find in all young eyes, and all shall welcome thee. Around us now there is but the night, the heaven alone above. But soon we will dwell in cities bright. Then cheer thee, love. Okay? So, around us now there is but the night. In the fifth stanza, what he is saying, here night is the symbol. Maybe they are in difficulty, the bad phase of life they are passing through. There are many difficulties around us, our life is surrounded by many difficulties. The heaven alone above, and we see that heaven is very far away, it is above us, above our heads. It means that we feel that the good phase of our life is very far away. But soon, what he is promising? But soon we will dwell in cities bright. But in a short period of time, I will take you the cities which are bright, which will be filled with happiness. Then cheer thee. He is cheering his beloved. Please cheer up. Don't be sad. Don't be pessimistic. Okay, our life is going to change. Be optimistic. Keep the smile on your face. Soon the situation is going to change and we will be moving to cities where we will live happily our love life. The heart eternally is blessed, where hope eternal springs. Then hush thy sorrows all to rest, we will treat the courts of kings. The heart eternally is blessed. Eternal is permanent. Where hope eternal springs. Don't lose the hope. What he is assuring his beloved that soon these bad days they are going to end. So don't lose hope. Don't lose your heart. My dear Kashmirian girl, all this situation will change. You are beautiful. You are pretty. I love you a lot. Roses are blooming on your cheeks. You are more valuable to me than the Oman pearls. Everybody in this society loves you, or everybody in this society wants to be with you. You are such a valuable girl, but you are mine. I am proud of you. Okay, and I promise you that soon all these bad days will be over. We will move to the city and we will enjoy our days. But what I request you, please don't lose your hope, because from where the hope springs, eternally springs from our hearts. Heart is the basic source of the hope. So don't lose hope in your heart that this situation is going to change one day. We will be happy forever. Then hush thy sorrows all to rest. Whatever sorrowful thoughts you have, whatever pessimistic thoughts you have in your mind, whatever you are thinking that this phase will be permanent, this bad phase will be permanent, we will not be together. So please keep away all such bad thoughts from your mind, and do remember that this situation will soon end. This bad phase will end soon and we will be living happily in the cities. We will treat the courts of kings. What he is saying? We will treat the courts of kings. Court, earlier there used to be kings and there used to be courts and there used to be courtiers. Okay, so soon we will get the treatment of the courtiers. What he is assuring her, we will rise to such a height that we will be treated, we will become rich and we will get honor in the society and there will be end of all our problems. So here he is saying we will treat the courts of kings. In palace halls, our strengths we will raise. There all our songs shall flow. Come cheer thee sweet, for better days shall dawn upon our woe. So he is assuring her that soon our place will be in the palace. We will soon be moving to the palace of the kings. We will be placed, we will be given positions by the king in his court, and we will sing our songs of love over there. Strains means songs. We will raise our voice. We will be singing our love songs very happily, very confidently over there, and our songs will cheer the environment in the court of the king. Come cheer thee sweet, for better days shall dawn upon our woe. he is promising her that this night of darkness, night is a symbol of darkness, night is a symbol of problem over here. Soon this night of darkness will be over, soon this night of problems will be over, and there will be the dawn of new hope. There will be the dawn of new happiness, there will be the dawn of new life, which will have no problems. We will be soon living a happy and good life. We will be appointed as courtiers in the king's court. We will be singing our love songs, and we will be enjoying our life, as well as we will be spreading smiles on the faces of all the audience who are listening to our songs. Nay, weep not. Again he is requesting her, don't cry, my beloved, please don't cry. Thou should not weep. Weep, cry. He is requesting her, please don't weep. This is not the right time to weep, because this situation is going to change. Nothing is permanent, my dear students, in this world. Every bad phase is followed by a good phase. So this is what he is assuring his beloved in this poem. The world is all our home. Don't worry, if we don't have any position over here, if we don't have any place over here, we will have the place somewhere else. All world is ours. The world is all our home. Maybe they are facing few problems at their native place, and therefore maybe their love is rejected by the society where they are living, and therefore they are thinking of moving to the cities. They are thinking to moving to another place where their love will be accepted by the society, where they will have no opposition from the society, and therefore he is saying the world is all our home. Life's watch together we shall keep. We will love wherever we roam. I promise you that wherever we roam, wherever we wander in this world, I will keep loving you. The places may change, but our love will not change. Our love will be forever. Our love will be permanent. And we will be together. We will not be away from each other. We will be together. We will watch the life together. See what he is promising. We will be together throughout our life. From this day till the end of our life, till the doomsday, till the end of this world, I will be with you. I will love you. Like birds from land to land we will range. He is here giving the examples of the migratory birds. Birds, they migrate in some season. In the winter season, they migrate to the places where there is warmth, where they get warmth. Many birds migrate to India during winter season from the western lands. So similarly, here he is giving the example of the birds. See, you can see the birds. The birds migrate. When they face problems at one place, they migrate from that place to the another place where they receive more happiness, where they receive more comfort, where they receive more warmth, and they can lead their lives happily. So it is the regular routine of the lives of the birds. Similarly, we will wander from one place to another. We will migrate from one place to another for the sake of happiness, for the sake of our love. So don't worry, my dear. And with our sweet sitar, he is here mentioning the musical instrument sitar. Maybe his beloved, she plays the musical instrument sitar, and along with she sings the song to entertain the people. And with our sweet sitar, our hearts the same, though worlds may change, we will live and love Dildar. See, whatever may change, change is the only thing which is permanent. It is said like that. So change in the society is obvious, but what won't change? It will be our love. Our love will be permanent. He is promising her again and again that our love will not change. Our love will be permanent. Nobody can make us stop that we should love each other. Nobody can oppose our love. Again and again he is emphasizing throughout the poem the strong relationship, the strong bond of affection between them. So the three important themes which are covered in this poem is the beauty of that Kashmirian girl whom the speaker loves, then the bad phase in their life, maybe their love is rejected, they are getting opposed by the society where they live, and the third one, the new hope, which he arises in the mind of his beloved, where he promises her all the love, all the happiness when they will migrate to a new place. So this is very simple love poem, and Henry Louis Vivian Derizio, he has explained in this poem about the strong connection, the strong bond, or we can say between the lovers, or the spiritual love, which is eternal, which is forever. And this poem is always compared with the Robert Browning's poem, The Last Ride Together. I hope, my dear students, you have understood the poem Song of the Hindustani Minstrel. In our next lecture, we will study the biographical details about Henry Louis Vivian Derizio. Thank you very much.